Okay, so we are back in the crib. Got my 2 pieces of board cut. As you can see, they are already painted on one side. These pieces right here will actually sandwich together. Once I get done on that, just kind of telling you what I got going on. The lights will be embedded in the middle. What I would do is I would route out a little slot for my actual LED lights to run through. And they actually come with the remote, so you can actually change the colors or whatnot, turn it on and off. We have 2 different sets that we will be making. We will be making the battery powered, and we will be making the ones that actually plug into the wall. Battery power would probably be the most famous, I'm thinking so. With that being said, what happens is, just kind of sit this all down to the side for a second. The first sign I made, I used my Hyper Tough tool right here from Walmart. I don't know if you guys can actually see that little bit that's on the end of that right there, but this little bit right here, and this is not actually the bit that I used to actually start, engraving. I actually use another bit. What was I using this bit on? Anyway, I was using this bit on something to do with the car outside the other day. So this is not the bit. Now, when I bought that tool, nothing comes with that except the tool, the Hyper Tough tool. So Walmart actually sells these little kits right here, and these little kits actually have some bits in there. It may not have all the bits that you need, but those little green pieces right in here, these are actually separate pieces, and I'll open that box up for you. Matter of fact, let me turn you around. Yo, what's good? It's your boy Rich Everything checking in. You know what I'm saying? Inside working. Right now today had some stuff I had to get done for a couple of clients. My daughter being one of them, because she had some stuff she needed to do. I am helping her out with the little design on the shirt. Yes, it involves the heat press, but I don't know if y'all saw the family business video or not. If y'all didn't, that's on her page. I think it's on her page. Might be on Taylor Lifestyle. Anyway, with the whole family business thing, you can see right here what I got going on. So I got Photoshop right here up and running, where I went in and actually made some templates or whatnot, and it's for some senior stuff. We got a lot of kids out there. Of course, y'all know they doing the virtual schooling, and not being able to buy or share this stuff with their friends or whatnot. Move around how they want to move around. Y'all know how that is, man. I don't know if y'all kids, I don't know if any kids doing school 5 days a week. So with that being said, Jay came up with a project that she wanted to do, which is the senior shirts. And what we did was we actually paid a visit to, where we get this from, Jay? Michael's? We got this from Michael's. Michael's? Okay, we got this from Michael's. So this right here, Walmart or Michael's. This right here, as you can see, is the glitter on there. Of course, you're probably wondering, well, what are you gonna use that on? We are using this with the Cricut Explorer Air 2. I need to put some tape on that right. Got a whole nother holographic color right here that she picked out. What we got going on. And this is for her senior design that she wanted to actually put out there on her own. So I'm just kind of helping her out a little bit and just going ahead and knocking some of this stuff out. I had a chance to make the design for her, in which she could have done it, but you know, each one teach one. We get this thing going. Let you see the Cricut right there set up. Printer at the bottom. So yeah, there you go. We have two different types of process that we actually use. Let's see if I can grab a little something, move some of these shirts right here. So we do use transfer paper whenever we designing some of our shirts, some of our sweaters. It all depends on what the customer wants. The Cricut, we just starting to use that a little bit more. I'm loving the Cricut because the Cricut it knocks the background out, and what you can knock the background out with this right here too. You can actually use this paper right here and put it on the Cricut, and it'll actually cut out your vinyl for you. And I'm gonna show you a little bit of that right there just a little later on, how you can actually do that, and you get full color transfers when printing on t-shirts, kind of like the shirt I got on now. That's a full color transfer. So there you have it on that. But we're gonna go ahead and get this project rolling. Try to keep this video like short and sweet. I know y'all see the monitor behind me going. I am editing a YouTube video showing y'all about a project that I'm doing, or not just a project that I'm doing, a project that I'm doing for a customer. So you can see these boards right here. You can see the LED lights. I don't know if y'all seen the video with the whole raw sign that actually lights up, change colors, them. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this Cricut up and running. We already set the Cricut up. We should have made a video on that, but we already set the Cricut up. So what I'm gonna actually do is I might make another video showing y'all how to use the Photoshop and make your designs and then drag it over into the actual software that comes with the Cricut. Now, I did have one problem with my older computer in the firmware. When I was trying to update the drivers and all this other stuff, it didn't want to take the drivers, so I had to go online, download drivers from, it was a whole nother site, and actually manually upload the drivers into my computer. This computer is running Windows 7. Does have a solid state hard drive and everything in it, but I think it's most of your Cricuts, and I could be wrong, probably whenever you're uploading, they're probably looking for like Windows 10. Most of the stuff now carries Windows 10. But yeah, this one does run off Windows 7. This behind me runs off Windows 10, whole lot faster. That's the AS Monster. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these right here turned into designs for you. Put it on the Cricut and kind of, you know what I'm saying, let y'all see what's going on with it. So first thing first, we're gonna grab our blue mat. We're gonna line this thing up. Once we line this thing up, then we can go ahead, or better yet, we'll go ahead and we'll line everything up in there, make sure everything is right. Then put everything on our blue mat and go from there. Once this machine gets to cutting and everything, I'll let y'all see that process. So y'all stay tuned. So what you see me doing here is taking off my plastic that protects my, and this is a light mat sheet right here. You want to try and keep these things here like clean, because they have like a sticky film on them to actually hold your actual paper. And whenever you laying your paper on here, what you actually want to do is the shiny side is going to ask you on the computer whether or not you using what type of material you using. This is glitter. So what I just do is I line it up best way possible in the corner. This pattern right here that we have, we just went ahead and did it on a 8x6, and I like to cut my pieces. I didn't know at first when I first started, so don't take it. If you actually just load up a whole big square and you use it and mess up, I mean, hey, it's a learning process. So what you see here is me loading up my sheet on here. I'm reaching for my mouse, like my mouse is actually there. Now, in order to get this thing to, the only thing I kind of despise a little bit about the Cricut Air is you got to have it online. And the reason you got to have it online is because when you're online, you can actually load up an image, which my image is already on my computer. So I just hit upload images. I go to browse, and my image is in, should be in t-shirt designs. And then I come over here to senior. This is the silver. So what we're doing is she wants 2021 in silver. Excuse me. So what I'll do is I'll just take, you can take a JPEG. If it's already a PNG file, it's better. But you can use a JPEG, because what this program will allow you to do is knock the white background out, and it will cut everything, you know what I'm saying, except what's not there. So my letters will be the only thing that get cut, and then you go through the weeding process, which I will probably show you anyway. Let me click on 2021. I click open. It's going to open this thing up. It shows me the image right here. So you got different options over here. It says select image type. It tells you what's what. It'll say high contrast colors, transparent, monochrome background, complex, moderate complex. I'm just gonna click simple for right now. Starts to loading up. So then I can click continue on this thing, and what happens is it goes over here to this screen. Now, the thing about this screen right here is, and I'm gonna sit this down over here for a quick little second. You want to sit that down on something straight, because what'll happen is that actual vinyl, if this sheet curls up, that vinyl will want to curl up. So if you can see this screen right here, Jada stepped out for a quick second. Thank you, Jada, for stepping out for a quick second to actually help me with this right here. This is select and erase, and I'm talking kind of fast. I know I am. So select and erase, I just kind of click on the white automatically. You can see right there, you get the little checkerboard look in the background, and there you have it. You know, so now you can click preview, and it'll actually show you what you have in preview. What I will do is I will go to, it says crop and trim unwanted area. This is basically where you actually knock out your background, all this other good stuff. So right here you can see I get to zoom out. And the reason you want to zoom out is you want to make sure everything gets taken out. And that's just like with my 0 right here, you still got that little bit of white in the middle. Right there, it's the same process that you would actually have on Photoshop with the little magic wand eraser. So you just click right in the middle with that. Voila, it's gone. So now, I don't have to click preview anymore because I'm already on the preview. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just click continue. So it takes me over and it shows me actually what I have. And then it says save as a print, then cut, or save as a cut image. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put save as a cut image because we're actually just cutting. We don't have to print anything. That's where I was telling you about using the transfer paper and doing. That's a whole nother video. So we'll move on from that. Image name, it says 2021 right here. We're just gonna leave 2021. I would put 2021 senior shirt, but I'll just leave it tagged as 2021. That way I can go back to it later on, or Jada can go back to it later on, and it makes it easier. So this is just a cutting process. We click save. It then drops it down here in our window. And what we do with that is we click on that. And we click, once we click on the 2021 logo down here where it says recent projects, you can see it right there. I'll scroll down just a little bit for you. So you can see right here, you can also go and you can download other stuff too. I got a lot of fonts and stuff already loaded up in this computer, so to each his own. But we click on the 2021, insert image. It's gonna load up. We're watching it. You see how big this thing is now. So now, with that size, and it's when it comes in, it's only this big because of the actual way I designed it in Photoshop, because I wanted to do it for quality. Now I didn't have to do it that way, but you know, to each his own. So what I will do is, if you notice, I will come
size
here.
Size at the top, right there.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
click on it.
All right, we're just gonna click this.
Click on the numbers and change it to
Yeah, but we
6
don't
by
want.
8.
We want to save. Well, Jada does have a point. So we're gonna unlock this, and now, good deal. Jada just taught me something new. We already know the width, so the width is 8. We already know the height. Height is 6. Voila. There you go. I applaud Jada for that, because if I would have been sitting here doing this right here, then I know from the jump we would have been at some. But if you actually see, we stopping right here at the corner of the 6, and we stopping right there at the 8. So what we are going to do, and thank you Jada again for that one. It's all about help, man. It's all about help. So what we're gonna do is, it's still unlocked. You can see here on size where she actually showed you there, or you can see right here in the corner. We are still learning this machine. So what I'll do is I'll just drag in some, and I'll tell you why I'm doing this just a little bit later. So now, with that being said, our 2021, when we do cut, because the way we have it, we don't want to actually hit our 6 mark, because our paper actually ends at our 6 mark. So just kind of showing you right here, we can come out past the 8. We want these letters to kind of stay at a certain point. So with that being said, we can hit our lock again. Voila. Then we can kind of shuffle this thing over. You want to stay inside your box though, and well away from your edges. We know our edge stops at the 6. We know our edge stops at the 8. I can show you that right here on your mat. We actually gave it a little extra on the cut because we stopped at the 9. And I actually stopped dead on the 6 here. That's why I was saying I want to stay away from the edges, because then you start cutting into the mat. So with that being said, we come over here, and being cautious, you can see right here our actual design is already inside the computer. You want to make sure your vinyl is actually laying down straight. The adhesive is grabbing it on the back, because you don't want it to peel up when it actually gets in there. So what I would do from here is I will go to make it. It'll load this project up. Once it loads the project up, one thing I will click on this is I will click mirror. The reason I'm clicking mirror is because I have my glitter side up. With that being said, when you look at it, it says material size. You can kind of go here and you can switch up this stuff right here when it says material size and everything else. I'm just going to leave it on 12 by 12, even though we know it's not 12 by 12. The machine actually knows what to cut. So then we click continue. Once we click continue, for some reason, let's see. Are we on? Oh, my bad. So now we have to connect this. As you see, I had unplugged. Voila. So it says retry. So looks like this device is already connected. We just click that again. We come back here, and this is what we're using to cut. Now you see the whole screen changes. I had that unplugged because I actually had my other USBs actually in there. Forget the gift for right now. We're not worried about that. So now we can actually start loading this thing up. And this is what I was telling you about when I say this stuff right here pops up. Pay good attention to this right here. On this actual machine, we leave it on custom. You can actually see, if you move in just a little bit for me, Jay, you can see right here where it says glitter iron on. So voila, we will click glitter iron on, you know, just so the machine kind of knows exactly what we're doing. It says more pressure, less pressure. That just kind of depends on your cut. We're gonna leave it on.
You have to turn mirror off. You have to turn mirror off. It says make sure mirror is turned on and the material is placed bonded side up. So if you put mirror on, the bonded side has to be up.
Okay, so Jada telling me I gotta put the bonded side up.
If you leave on mirror, if you take off mirror. So you press edit and then you take the mirror off.
Alright, so learning process again. We go to edit.
See how it looks backwards.
But you do know that your bonded side, right, is the vinyl. Well, I'll show you. You're right. When I do that, but so we're just gonna do it like that now. See, that's why it's good to have smart kids, man. She always tell me I don't read the instructions, so I guess that's why she here to read the instructions. I got everything right so far, Jay. Check it now, cause you know this your process. You ready? All right, we're gonna hit this
You ain't
thing.
go through all the tools.
Huh?
You ain't go through all the numbers.
I gotta tell them about the tools.
The numbers.
What I gotta go through the number for? So now she telling me to edit the tools.
I'm just saying you ain't go through all of them.
We it says recommended fine tip blade, so we gonna hit that. And then we just click apply. All right. Just kind of so I can go through this thing right here. And I'll show Jada a little bit of this off camera because I know I'm running a little heavy on the time on this right here, so not rushing it. But you know, I like to joke with my kids whenever I'm working. Push that back down for a second. Let's go ahead and get this thing done though. So now we can just go ahead and hit, so it'll actually load up. And here you go. We can put this thing on. You actually have an option to put it on fast mode right here. So you want to try fast mode? Huh? Jada looking at me with her eyes scratched like, that's on you, Dad. But guess what? We ain't gonna try fast mode today. We'll try fast mode when we're not making a video. We're just gonna show y'all how this thing right here works. And you want to leave space behind this mat, so it actually loads up. That sensor actually measures the height and everything, and then it starts cutting. Now I'm gonna show y'all two different processes because this process right here may be easy for some, and for others it may not be. So with that said, it says unload. So what you do, hit your arrow button, it'll actually unload that. Now, with that being said, if you look at it, my scores are actually cut through, and what I will actually do now is I'm gonna look at this here, and I'm gonna take, and I want to show y'all guys something right quick. So with that being said, what I want to ask Jada is, do you want the silver to be your white? Do you want the silver to be your background, or do you just want the numbers to be your background? You want the silver to be your background, or you want the numbers to be your background?
What do you mean?
I'm gonna show y'all two ways to do this thing.
Just numbers.
Just the numbers. All right. So this is what we're gonna do here. Peeling this off slow. Doesn't really matter how fast you peel it off. As you can tell, we didn't even break through this. Now, this is the crazy part about this whole process, because now with us not turning this thing on the other side like I wanted to, I'm gonna have to show y'all on a whole nother sheet right quick. But we're gonna lay that right there. We're gonna save that for Jay. So where we at on time, Jay?
17.
Huh?
18.
18 minutes. We at 18 minutes. So cut that off. We're gonna save that too. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Right here. I didn't show y'all this part. And I'm doing this the quick way. Usually I'll be using a cutting mat to cut this right here. But since I'm not using the cutting mat to cut that, what I'm gonna do is, I know that's 6. You probably said, man, Rich, you using extra material. So there we have it right there. We'll come on this side and just kind of trim the edge off of this side. This is Jada's 2021. We're gonna lay that over there. Put my scissors right here for a second. Whole different process. I'm trying to show y'all something right quick. And this right here, this process is gonna be a whole lot easier for y'all. So now, as you can see, we just have our actual mat on there. So what we're gonna do is we'll just take this, make sure our mat, stick it to the adhesive on this right here again. We're gonna go back to this. We're gonna go to edit, and this is what me and Jada was at before. This time we are gonna cut mirror image on. We're gonna click done. Same thing, glitter, whether you're doing it from the back or not. You go here, fine point blade recommended, apply, click finish. Our sizing is right. Let's push this paper down a little bit more so you don't get caught up. Okay, so then we have it right there. after you do that, we are going to go to make it. It loads up again. And why did this? Okay, there we go. Mirror. I don't know why it didn't do it the first time, but mirrored it the second time. So it's loading up. Come on. It's gonna keep popping up with this whole gift thing as long as you're online. That's the only thing I hate about being online. It's the same thing in here again. Default. Right here. And I don't know why it's not wanting to go to cuts. But what we are going to do, because we are already loaded up and everything ready to go, is we're just going to go to our machine. You just press the arrow. It already has what you need inside of it anyway. So, load this thing up. Make sure this paper actually stays down. There we go. And it starts to scoring it. And this is actually the easier way to do it. I'll show you why I said this is the easier way to do it too. Where we at on time, Jay?
22.
We had 22 minutes already. Okay. What I would do is I would then pull your design off of here. Why I say this is the easiest way to do it when you're making this stuff. We may have to make a whole nother video on showing you guys how to put this stuff on the shirt. But just showing you how to make or get the Cricut to work. You can kind of get your blade. This is what I use for my weeding tool. So Jada doesn't want the outside area of the 2021. So this is what we will do. And then when you do it this way, you don't have to worry about actually going out and buying the actual transfer tape, which is something I learned playing around with the machine, because then your actual paper that holds the vinyl together becomes your transfer tape. And that's why you should use mirror image. Sorry about that, Jay. I was, learning process. I just wanted you to see the difference. It's better for me to show you now than show you later, right? Is it? It's not? And this is what I wanted to show Jay right here. Is now when it's time to do the weeding process, you make it easier on yourself. Because what happens is now you're just pulling the backing off of everything. Be real careful. And you got some sharp edges on certain letters, certain numbers. You just watch me weed that whole thing in my hand. Glitter, 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 glitter. Throw them trash. Remember to take your piece out of your zero. Voila. There you have it. 2021. So now you move on to your next step, which is your senior. We're gonna do that on video number 2. So y'all stay tuned. Let me go ahead and get the senior cut out for Jay, and then we're gonna go ahead and put this thing on the shirt. Better yet, how about I just go ahead and make the shirt, and then we just show them the shirt afterwards. That sound good to you, Jay? They wanna hear you say yeah.
I didn't hear what she said, to be honest.
We're gonna make the shirt, and then we just gonna show them the shirt at the end of the video.
Oh, yeah.
So she says that sound good to her. So that's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and put the shirt together, and we'll show you a picture or a video of the shirt after we get this thing done. So with that being said, stay tuned. So now Jada wanna take part in the video. Look at her. Her head take up over half of the can. Good little rat. You see that? Nah. But here we go though. That 2021 holographic letters, as you can see. Jay, I like that. I got some taste, ain't it?
I did that.